Oh,
Do you
Lord.
think if something happens, you're going to be covered?
Nope.
No.
And why would anybody have the lack of brainness? I said it nicely. They're not a lack of brainness to have a 13 or 14 or a younger person driving the boat. Yeah, and you know what else gets to me?
I have the answer for that.
Right. You know what else gets to me?
Right.
It just drives me nuts. You're on the lake. You're cruising, right? You're having a good time. You see this family with this infant, this little baby, and they're on daddy's lap or mommy's lap, and they're driving the boat. Like, the lack of brainness have left that building. What about that now?
Well, what I think is funny is that with a boat, a lot of times I'll be talking to a customer and I go, oh, well, do you have anything else? Because the multi-car discount and the multi-policy discount, we can bundle. And I'll hear, oh, yeah, I got a boat. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, well, where's the boat insured? I don't have it insured. What can I run into? Why would I get my boat insured? Well, so if they think that, then they also think that it's fine that the 13-year-old who's completely responsible is okay. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot going on. And then there's things that I like my customers to know that go beyond that, like the towing and roadside for a boat is totally different than on a car. Mm-hmm. And on your boat, people don't think about getting the towing and roadside added to the trailer.
Yeah.
You're driving the trailer from here to Havasu. Something happens. Well, your boat's covered. Well, the boat isn't in the water. So there's all these little things that I really like to have that conversation with my people because, you know, sometimes it's not about money. It's just not about saying, oh, by the way, can you add that? Or, you know, this or that, even with their own agent. So there's that. But there's a lot going on. And even with water skiing, there are rules about how many people can be in a boat, how many people can be out of the boat, that you have to have a spotter all the time. You know what I mean? You can't have husband and wife go out and husband's driving and the wife's skiing. That's a ticketed offense because who's your spotter?
Bring that up again because you see that quite a bit now. You really do. And the other thing that I seen one day and I just said, that's it. I'm done for the day. I have seen everything, right? Boat going down. You have the skier in the back, right? No spotter, no nothing. You have a guy on the same boat fishing. I kid you not. The boat's going 100 miles down the, and this guy's with the fishing line, and
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So you got to stop. People, do some homework.
Yes.
You know, it takes 1 second out of your life to make sure that you and your family and everybody else around you is covered and everybody's happy.
There's so much information now on the internet that, you know, you can Google where you're going, you can find out lake rules, but the spotter's a really big thing, and say, oh, I don't care about the ticket. My thing is if you're blasting down the thing and the skier's behind you, how do you know when they fall? How do you know? I mean, it's just kind of common sense, but there's a lot of rules, and again, with a boat, you can get comprehensive on it. You can get collision on it. Because I'm sorry, if you've done Havasu at all and you've done the channel, there's a lot of room for damage to happen to your boat or to a human. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So why wouldn't you have bodily injury? They go, well, what can I? Well, the prop, that moving silver thing moving very fast in the water and you don't get to see everything. That stuff scares me to death. So I think it still needs to be insured.
It has to be.
Yeah.
And then talking about that, too, we have a couple of minutes. Let's bang out about the motorcycles and the RVs.
Motorcycles, point of fact, have to be insured. You also want all of your off-road insured, but please, here's something that I want you all to hear. MedPay. I don't care if you even have health insurance, you want to talk to your agent about MedPay on your motorcycles because you, motorcycle driver, rider, however you call yourself, stand the chance of getting way more hurt than a car that hits you or a car that you may hit because you're exposed to the road, the environment, and anything else that you can be flung into.
And the other thing, too, some of these guys going down the road with no helmets.
I agree.
If an officer stops you, you don't want to pay that ticket. It's outrageous.
Well, I don't want to have the brain damage is what I would be thinking about. Forget ruining the hairdo, whatever. But, yeah, so.
And then the last thing, what about the RVs?
Same thing. A lot of people think, well, I paid for it, so, there's no loan. they don't have to insure it. You really need to insure it. You need to have the same coverages that you would have on a car, because my thing is that how many pounds of machinery are you driving down the road and you run into the back of Toyota Prius, we'll just say,
or
size-wise. Volkswagen, exactly. And you're not going to have coverage? It's just foolish. Because, again, it's super affordable to insure your RV, and you can do things like get vacation liability. You can get towing. You can get emergency expense. So if you're in Havasu and it breaks down and you can't get home, your policy could pay for you to stay in a hotel. There's all of these things now that really make it, you could take that deep breath when you go off and travel, because the insurance can cover it. But you got to really have that conversation with your agent. You got to know what you can have, what you can't have, what you should have. And I'm one of those kind of people that to say, this is what you're going to have.
Okay.
You're going to do it my way.
Do it this way. Guys, do your homework. And Barbara, how can they get in touch with you?
You need to call me at 909-795-2230. That's 795-2230.
One more time.
909-795-2230.
And I got to tell everybody in the nation, country, universe, and beyond.
Woo!
Yes, Barbara is my Farmers Insurance. Been with that company now 26 years.
Wow, so right from birth.
Yes, pretty close. Thank you, darling. And I'll tell you, it's the best move I ever made. I won't mention the other guys.
Don't.
But I moved over to these guys, happy as a clam, really. And I have a thought, and I call up. She goes, "Okay, you're okay. Take a deep breath. You can do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da." But call Barbara at Farmers Insurance, phone number
909-795-2230.
And Teresa for the Headress Ball. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
One more time, phone numbers, darling.
909-499-0708. That's 909-499-0708.
Yes, and I and Jesse are going to be there at the lunch.
Awesome.
And talking about Jesse, really quick, found out that
it's
his
yes,
birthday. Jesse from Jesse J Collection. He's been our designer forever, been with us forever. And 1, 2, 3. This goes out to you.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
To my twin brother, Jesse. Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Bada bing. Yes, and he is in Hollywood now at Warner Brothers Studio.
Wow.
And they're filming another pilot for Scandal, and he does all the costumes.
Way cool.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Jesse.
Yay.
And,
you're how old?
Yeah. I won't tell you on the air. I'll tell you after. And again, remember the California Theater. And who is coming
free
up?
Tickets. Better call in for those free tickets.
And who is coming on this Saturday?
Matteo Setti, Italian. Got to do it.
What time was that?
This is at 7 p.m. tomorrow, cool. Saturday. He's an Italian singer. He does the swing era classics with a style that makes it all his own. He mixes classic American and Italian hits.
And phone number 909-885-8263. Next weekend, the California Theater is going to be having Rent. Oh, yeah. That one is unbelievable. And it's next Saturday, March 29th. And again, for information or tickets, 909-885-8263. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Be safe. Be happy this week. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, Joey. Another good job. Enjoy downtown, and happy springtime, guys.
Woo!
Bye.
Music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, so go downtown.
NBC Radio News is KCAA News Talk 1050, the Inland Talk Express.